Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie and welcome back to Disc Junkie's Jeep. Yeah, I am still making these videos. I know it's been quite a while since I made a Jeep video, but I have essentially not been driving this car so much, and this also means that I don't tend to, invest too much time in it, not make too many modifications. So that's just the basic reason for why these videos aren't coming out as much as they used to. And this is primarily because of gas prices, to be honest. Because, I mean, this car consumes about, twice the amount of gas that my girlfriend's car does. So I've just been taking a habit of driving her car usually. And this becomes more like a sort of pleasure ride for whenever that car is busy or when I have to go do some, car boot sale video or something fun, stuff like that. So regardless of which, I want to make a Jeep video today because I noticed that one of my front turn signals has actually stopped working. This is something that I've had issues with in the past. Usually it's just a question of changing the bulb, but I also have this little fear tingling in the back of my mind that there might be something else wrong with it. I know that I had some sort of issues with corrosion and stuff in the past, so I'm thinking maybe that's it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on, but we are going to take a look at it and hopefully see if I can make it work again. But I really have no idea. So, in any case, let's just go ahead and take a look at the turn signal. Now, it doesn't really look that there's anything obviously wrong with it, but clearly it's not working. So we're gonna start by actually removing the little bulb inside. And I do have some help here from one of our cats, and Steve is also paying close attention to this blinker signal replacement procedure. So first thing you gotta do, and it helps if you have fairly small hands like I do, I have realized that I think it's actually easiest just sit where I'm sitting and reach in behind this fender and then sort of grab this with your thumb and your index finger, which is quite hard to show, but I am doing it, and then I'm just gently twisting it to the side. You can see the little sort of harness moving there, and you really have to nudge this because it's quite hard to reach, but if you just twist it a little to such a position, then you can actually pull it back through the little hole. And here we can see it's quite a short cable on this, at least on my car, so can't even move it further than this. But here we have the bulb. This is actually a bit bent now, but I think that's because I sort of nudged it when I took it out. So looking at the bulb, it doesn't appear damaged, so I'm going to just take it out of the socket, see if I can do this. Just trying to balance you on the tire there. So there we go. So now the bulb is out, but I really don't see anything wrong with it, so I'm just gonna take that out for the moment. Inspect the... Okay, so clearly this socket has seen better days. I don't know if you can tell, might not be the best image, but there is actually quite a bit of corrosion on the interior sort of contact there. Right, so it's been a while. You can see that there's a lot more snow on the ground now. I haven't been working at this, non-stop since last time. I basically took a pause because I wasn't really sure how to solve this, but I got an estimate on what it would cost to repair the light, and you would basically need to replace the whole light, the entire parts, and get a new sort of little wire to it. So I think we're talking like 60-70 euro thereabouts, including the labor and the parts. And I wouldn't mind paying this, to be honest, because I don't mind getting stuff fixed if it's not too big of a charge for it. But the thing is that these auto repair guys haven't really gotten back to me, and I feel that I would really feel better if I just got this fixed. And so I thought we would take another shot at it, and I'm actually taking out some tools for the trade, taking out some simple Q-tips, and here are just some of these little sort of swabs, which are pretty small size. And I've also taken out a small cup of white wine vinegar. I'm not sure if white wine vinegar is the best type of vinegar to use, but I just grabbed what I had at home, and I've actually used this in the past to clean up some of these sort of corroded contacts, not on the car, but in other instances we have had some electronics that had some of these typical corrosions on the sort of contact metal. So I figured I might as well take some Q-tips, try to rub them in there and get some of this Viton vinegar on there, try to soak it up the best I can using a dry Q-tip. And yeah, then we'll just see if the light actually starts working. And if not, you know, I haven't really wasted any money on it, so I just wasted a couple of Q-tips. So yeah, let's just go ahead and try it out, shall we? So I have to say, it's not the nicest conditions to be working on this, but now I'm just taking a Q-tip with some vinegar on it, and this is basically pretty much the right size. I have to agree that it is quite hard to reach in there, and I'm doing this quite gently because if you ever worked with vinegar trying to clean these corrosions out, you'll know that vinegar, if you put it on the metal, it will basically sort of start to eat away at the corrosion directly. If you do this in the house, you know, when I was working on some electronics, I actually dismantled those, took the metal piece and actually just drenched it in vinegar, actually put it like in a vinegar bath, and you could actually see the corrosion just dissolving. Like it's actually sort of like an acid type effect on this, where it's basically eating away the corrosion. Now I have to tell you that it is looking quite a lot cleaner after doing this. You can actually rub away quite a bit, but it is quite hard to reach the actual metal portions. So I don't know if you can see this, but I'm basically just getting the Q-tip in the center where the plastic is. So I'm going to try different set of tools here. I basically brought out like my tiniest little screwdriver here, using a flathead. I wouldn't want to break something, but I figured that I'm gonna have to replace this light anyway, so I might as well give it a go. And now I'm just taking a small screwdriver here, smallest one I could find, and I taken this piece of a little miniature sort of cloth and drenched it in vinegar. We're gonna see if we can just jam it into some of those areas that I couldn't reach before. Once again, this is very experimental, I have to say. I have no idea if this is gonna make any kind of difference, but I thought I would at least try to just get into some of those places that I couldn't reach before. So, you know, it is quite possible that I'm basically just destroying the light now. But then again, it's the light is broken anyway. I'm gonna have to replace it, so might as well try to clean it out and see if it helps. So it's quite hard to tell if it's making any difference. I figured it couldn't hurt, so just trying to rub this around there and not. Okay, gonna replace this with a nylon cloth, just so we can soak up as much as we can of the actual vinegar, because you know, I'm pretty sure there are reasons for why you wouldn't want to leave a bunch of vinegar on the plates. Now I'm not using any large amount of vinegar, to be honest, so I mean, the worst thing that can happen is probably that I'm short-circuiting a light or something. I don't know if the metal will get more corroded, less corroded, or it will, you know, just with time getting worse shape because I'm not cleaning off the vinegar properly. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've given it a try. I'm pretty sure I've improved at the least. So I'm just gonna try to actually put the light back now. We're gonna see if it actually works. So just a second, I'll be right back with the light. Place this back, hoping I've cleaned this up. It's good enough, like so. I think that's in there, so I'm just gonna grab my key. It's gonna activate it. Holy shit! Look at that! The light is back to functional. Wow, okay. To be honest, I didn't expect that to actually work. That is fucking epic. I just saved myself like 70 euro. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at that. Wow. So, yeah. Quite an unexpected turn of events in this video, I gotta say. And I know I usually don't make like these sort of repair and fix it kind of videos for the Jeep, but I wanted to take a shot at it, you know, at least this time, because I felt that I had a good example and it actually worked. So there's a tip for you. If you want to clean out some of these corroded sort of metal plates or contacts, you can actually use a Q-tip as a white wine vinegar. Now, I can't recommend that you do this because quite honestly, I'm not too read up on what this actually means and I wouldn't want you to damage anything. But I guess you can go ahead and Google this little tip and see if it, you know, is good or not. But, you know, I was kind of damaged the contact anyway, so I figured, you know, it was worth the shot and it actually worked. So, yeah, feeling pretty happy that I solved it. And I want to say thank you very much for watching. And as usual, hope to see you all next time.